The motorcycle industry has a massive ego problem. They obsess over illegal top speeds. But here's the truth. Riding fast in a straight line is easy. The real test is under 15 miles per hour. In tight U-turns and gridlock, gravity takes over. A top-heavy, jerky bike physically feels like wrestling an angry bull on wet ice. Today, we expose the 10 best motorcycles with flawless slow-speed manners. Want to master the parking lot and never drop a panicked foot? Let's drop the clutch. Number 10. The BMW G310R. We proudly start our definitive list with a lightweight German roadster that actively possesses a brilliant, deeply hidden mechanical secret buried deep inside its engineered engine block. The BMW G310R is the refined urban traffic weapon. Let us discuss financial reality first. The original factory manufacturer suggested retail price for a brand new model sits at roughly $5,000. But if you are smartly shopping in the 2026 used market, expect to pay between $3,500 and $4,500. The brilliance of this machine at slow speeds comes directly from its unique engine architecture. It proudly features a reverse inclined cylinder. This specific intentional engineering choice means the massive cylinder block tilts backwards directly towards the rider, and the heavy cylinder head is perfectly centralized in the exact middle of the chassis. You can easily whip this agile bike entirely around inside a single narrow parking space with total, unwavering U-turn confidence. The sculpted seat height is a deeply accessible 30.9 inches. But the true undeniable magic is that reverse inclined engine layout. By shifting the heaviest moving parts of the dense engine directly between the rider's knees instead of hanging them far out over the front wheel, the center of gravity is perfectly and flawlessly centralized. The BMW is an engineered, lightweight urban canyon carver. But what if you want a rugged machine that literally, physically, acts exactly like a heavy-duty agricultural tractor? Our next incredible bike has rubber tires so unbelievably fat and massive that it practically balances itself at a mere 2 miles per hour without any rider input. Number 9. The Yamaha TW200. The Yamaha TW200 is a dual sport legend that refuses to die and refuses to ever fall over. A brand new model commands exactly $4,900 on the showroom floor, while used models stubbornly hold their value, reliably selling for between $3,000 and $4,500. The profound mechanical magic here is pure, unadulterated gyroscopic stability. The TW200 proudly features a comically massive, wide balloon-like rear tire and an equally fat, treaded front tire. This massive rubber footprint directly creates a wide, stable contact patch with a rough pavement. You can literally ride this unique motorcycle at a painful walking pace of exactly 1 mile per hour and perfectly, flawlessly balance it without ever putting your heavy boots down. Because this is a rugged dirt bike, at its core, there is no restrictive plastic fairing to block the wide handlebars. The generous steering lock allows the wide bars to turn almost perpendicular to the steel frame. You can effortlessly and seamlessly execute a flawless U-turn on a deeply narrow, restrictive dirt hiking trail, generating massive U-turn confidence. Because the internal engine gearing in first gear is so comically short, you can clumsily and poorly dump the heavy clutch, and the rugged bike will simply lurch forward and keep happily running instead of dying embarrassingly in the middle of a busy intersection. You can buy literally any year from the used market. Yamaha has barely changed a single solitary steel bolt on this iconic motorcycle since 1987. It weighs a laughable 278 pounds. You can practically and literally pick it up with one single hand while casually holding a hot coffee in the other. It is virtually, mechanically indestructible. Do you constantly struggle with the dreaded U-turn? Click that like button right now and let us know in the comments exactly what specific motorcycle you bravely took your official riding test on. Number 8. The Royal Enfield Classic 350. Sometimes advanced modern engineering overthinks the simple problem. Royal Enfield went back to the bare metal basics and successfully created an instant, gorgeous retro classic that happens to be an undisputed parking lot superstar. A brand new model will set you back exactly $4,600, while the used market offers pristine examples between $3,500 and $4,000. The brilliant mechanical secret here is massive rotational kinetic energy. The gorgeous classic 350 uses a deeply overbuilt, heavy internal engine flywheel. When a massively heavy flywheel is rapidly spinning, it resists ever stopping. This mechanical reality means when you slowly let the clutch out, the sheer, undeniable momentum of the spinning engine physically and forcefully pushes the heavy bike forward smoothly without twisting the throttle. It is practically mathematically impossible to accidentally stall this engine. You should get the refined modern J-Series 349cc engine. At exactly 430 pounds, it is a very solid, dense chunk of metal. It requires proper, practiced technique to lift if tipped over, but because it is not top-heavy, the initial lifting leverage point is favorable to the rider, making recovery manageable. The beautiful Royal Enfield uses a massive, heavy physical flywheel to physically prevent embarrassing stalling. But what if an advanced motorcycle used pure, complex computer algorithms to actively save you from embarrassing yourself at a busy green light? Our next incredible bike has an advanced, invisible digital safety net specifically and designed exclusively for slow speeds. Number 7. The Suzuki SV650. The legendary Suzuki SV650 is widely, globally, considered by veteran mechanics and racers alike to be one of the greatest, most flawlessly balanced motorcycles ever built by human hands. A brand new unit carries a suggested retail price of exactly $7,900, while the populated used market sits between $5,000 and $7,000. The advanced third generation of this legendary V-twin introduced a specific, deeply brilliant piece of technology that actively makes it an unstoppable monster in tight, stop-and-go traffic. The brilliant bike automatically gives itself the perfect amount of throttle so you do not stall. Furthermore, the brilliant V-twin engine architecture naturally makes the entire chassis narrow directly between your knees. Gripping the fuel tank securely and tightly with your strong legs is the undeniable key to perfectly balancing a tight U-turn, and the narrow SV650 makes this entirely effortless, inspiring, deep U-turn confidence. The deeply sculpted seat height is a deeply accessible 30.9 inches. Dropping the heavy clutch entirely too fast at a busy, crowded intersection and stalling the bike is embarrassing and deeply dangerous with traffic behind you. The brilliant low RPM assist actively and invisibly steps in and saves your dignity. You must hunt for a 2017 or newer model, specifically Generation 3, to secure the advanced low RPM assist technology. At exactly 432 pounds, it is a perfectly balanced middleweight machine. Using the standard reverse lifting technique by putting your back firmly against the seat, virtually any rider can easily pick this motorcycle up without any outside assistance if it suffers a low-speed tip-over. Number 6. The Kawasaki Z400. Lightweight naked bikes are inherently and naturally fantastic at slow speeds, but the Kawasaki Z400 possesses a specific, deeply brilliant internal clutch component that makes navigating heavy with urban traffic and breeze for your exhausted left hand. Kawasaki priced this machine brand new at $5,400, but you can effortlessly secure a beautiful used example between $4,000 and $5,000. The massive, undeniable advantage of the Z400 is its advanced, mechanically brilliant slipper assist clutch. Mechanically speaking, the inner clutch hub uses specific slanted cams. When the powerful engine is under load, these mechanical cams physically enforce the clutch plates tightly together to prevent slipping. Because raw mechanical force is doing all the heavy lifting, Kawasaki engineers were able to use soft clutch springs. The glorious, mind-blowing result? You can literally, effortlessly pull the clutch lever in with a single, weak pinky finger. The Nissan front caliper provides a deeply progressive initial bite. It is not sharp, which allows you to safely trail brake deep into tight, slow maneuvers without upsetting the front suspension forks, and the anti-lock braking system is seamless. This prevents the left-hand fatigue mistake. In heavy gridlock traffic, constantly pulling a stiff, heavy clutch cable quickly leads to severe arm pump, painful cramping, and eventually sloppy clutch releases that directly cause embarrassing stalls. The Z400's feather-like clutch keeps your hand fresh all day. Buy any year from 2019 onwards, but prioritize models specifically equipped with the anti-lock braking system for maximum urban safety. Fully fueled, it weighs an astonishingly light 364 pounds. The Kawasaki is shockingly light. But what if you want a heavy, capable, long-distance commuter that utilizes an insane, complex engineering trick to hide its massive weight entirely? Our next motorcycle physically and relocated the heavy gas tank to cheat the unbreakable laws of gravity. Number 5. The Honda NC 750X. The legendary Honda NC 750X is arguably the most practical yet deeply misunderstood motorcycle on the entire global market. A brand new model from the dealership floor carries an asking price of $9,300, while the robust used market offers them from $5,500 to $7,500. It is a hardcore commuter's dream, and its flawless slow-speed manners are the stuff of unchallenged legend. The mechanical brilliance of this unique motorcycle is its deeply slanted engine block. Honda took half of an efficient Honda Fit automobile engine and slanted the massive cylinders forward at exactly a 62-degree angle. This brilliant layout physically places the heaviest iron and dense aluminum parts of the entire engine just mere inches off the actual pavement. The single front disc brake is progressive and totally non-intimidating, with a perfectly calibrated anti-lock braking system. This unique design prevents the TPA over mistake. Tall, heavy adventure bikes suddenly snap to the pavement the exact second they accidentally lean past 15 degrees at a long stoplight. The balanced Honda safely carries its massive weight so low that you can catch it with just one single leg if it suddenly starts to lean too far. Honda offers this bike with an advanced DCT automatic transmission option. For stop-and-go commuting, the automatic DCT version is the holy grail. It formally weighs 472 pounds, but because the heavy engine and the sloshing gasoline are permanently located far below your knees, the initial physical lift requires less force than a top-heavy sport bike, making it a manageable reality check. Have you ever dropped a top-heavy motorcycle at a crowded public stoplight? We have all been there. Bravely share your embarrassing tip-over stories in the comment section below and hit that subscribe button for more real-world, honest motorcycle advice. Number 4. The Kawasaki Vulcan S. Traditional heavy cruisers are notoriously and universally terrible at slow speeds, entirely because they have raked out, deeply angled front forks that physically make the steering feel floppy and painfully heavy. The brilliant Kawasaki Vulcan S breaks this outdated rule by perfectly combining classic cruiser aesthetics with razor-sharp sport bike steering geometry. A factory fresh Vulcan S commands exactly $7,800, but the used market provides fantastic value between $5,000 and $6,500. It does not flop into tight corners like a heavy Harley-Davidson. It steers smoothly, cleanly, and predictably, giving you unrivaled U-turn confidence for a cruiser. The sculpted seat height is a literally ground-scraping 27.8 inches. You physically sit deeply in the motorcycle, not on top of it. This lowers the combined center of mass between the heavy rider and the heavy machine. The proven 649cc parallel twin was specifically and carefully retuned directly from its high-revving sport bike origins to deliver much fatter, smoother torque at the very bottom of the rev range. Because the seat is so low and the center of gravity is perfect, terrified new riders keep their heavy boots firmly on the pegs at a mere 3 miles per hour instead of dragging their boots on the rough pavement to balance. You must ensure you are buying a model equipped with the anti-lock braking system, as Kawasaki annoyingly sold cheap, non-equipped versions to artificially keep the base price down. Weighing exactly 498 pounds, it is definitely getting very heavy. However, because it rests so close to the asphalt, lifting it using the classic reverse squat method is manageable if you unfortunately tip it over in a parking lot. The Vulcan S is a brilliant, hyper-modern sport cruiser. But what if you want a gorgeous, vintage-looking British classic that utilizes advanced ride-by-wire technology to actively deliver the smoothest throttle response in the entire global industry? Number 3. The Triumph Speed Twin 900. The stunning Triumph Speed Twin 900, widely known globally as the legendary street twin, is the execution of premium, refined, slow-speed perfection. This premium machine demands exactly $9,800 brand new, but savvy shoppers can secure them used between $6,000 and $8,500. The sheer mechanical wizardry here lies entirely within the advanced ride-by-wire throttle mapping. When you twist the throttle, you are not pulling a cheap physical steel cable. You are sending a precise digital signal directly to the complex engine control unit. Triumph engineers programmed the specific rain and road throttle maps to be so unbelievably buttery smooth that it masks clumsy, erratic wrist movements at 5 miles per hour. The flat, wide tracker-style handlebars and the deeply scalloped, sculpted fuel tank allow the heavy bars to forcefully turn all the way to the hard steering stops. The Triumph's refined computer mapping actively smooths out that harsh, dangerous spike, keeping you safe. You want to hunt for a 2019 or newer model, as Triumph massively upgraded the internal engine components, added more horsepower, and drastically improved the front braking power. At exactly 476 pounds of premium, heavy British steel, it is a very solid, heavy lift. It is manageable, but you want to actively avoid dropping it simply to protect the gorgeous factory paint and polished dual exhaust pipes from devastating scratches. Number 2. The Yamaha MT03. If you want a bike for navigating through the tightest gridlock traffic imaginable, you must look directly at the Yamaha MT03. Yamaha priced this little monster brand new at exactly $4,900, while the massively flooded used market provides pristine examples between $3,500 and $4,500. It is an undeniable masterclass in responsive, slow-speed geometry. The secret to the MT03 is its steep steering rake angle and hyper-short, deeply compact wheelbase. This physical geometry actively makes the front wheel perfectly respond instantly to the lightest microscopic touch of the wide, flat handlebars. It takes zero physical effort to immediately change the entire direction of the motorcycle at a mere walking pace. Because the advanced inverted front forks are tucked in so closely to the engine block, the tight turning radius is shockingly tight, generating monstrous U-turn confidence. It prevents the running wide. On U-turns mistake, heavy, long motorcycles constantly and stubbornly want to push wide directly into the dangerous opposite lane during a tight U-turn. The hyper-agile MT03 dives directly into the tight turn, perfectly allowing you to securely keep your complex maneuvers tight and fully contained within your lane. Look for the 2020 and newer models on the used market, which received the updated alien-style front headlight styling, the brilliant premium inverted front forks, and the reliable anti-lock braking system. Weighing a scant, laughable 373 pounds, picking this little machine up from the rough pavement is a total non-issue for literally any rider. We have exhaustively and meticulously covered lightweight naked bikes, massive dual sports, and refined premium British classics. But there is exactly one motorcycle that reigns supreme over the entire global parking lot. Our number 1 pick features a deeply scalloped seat so astonishingly low that it rewrites the physical laws of pure riding confidence. Number 1. The Honda Rebel 500. There is undeniably no debate to be had here. If you want the single easiest slow-speed motorcycle on the entire global market, you should buy the Honda Rebel 500. The brand new retail price sits firmly at exactly $6,800, while the used market commands between $5,000 and $6,500 because they refuse to depreciate. It is the undisputed king of the motor vehicle department riding test. The utter mechanical perfection of the Rebel 500 is its flawless rider triangle, perfectly paired with Honda's legendary engineering refinement. The physical clutch pull is light. The electronic throttle mapping is flawlessly linear without a single hesitation, and the total balance of the low chassis feels intuitive the exact precise second you lift it off the heavy kickstand. When new riders get scared mid-turn, they stare directly at the concrete curb and panic. On a tall bike, this immediately results in a violent crash. On the Rebel 500, if you suddenly panic, you simply and safely put your heavy feet flat on the solid ground and safely catch the bike instantly. It deletes the fear of falling. You should hunt for a 2020 or newer model. In 2020, Honda updated the entire bike with an advanced slipper assist clutch, making the heavy lever pull an astonishing 30% lighter, and upgraded the front suspension to be much more compliant. It weighs a manageable 408 pounds. Because the center of mass is located at your ankles, picking the Rebel 500 directly up off its side requires little physical effort. It is the machine for slow-speed dominance. Which of these flawlessly balanced slow-speed machines would you choose to navigate exhausting city traffic on your daily commute? Do you prefer the low seat of the legendary Honda Rebel or the unkillable heavy flywheel of the classic Royal Enfield? Click that subscribe button, share this video, and let us know your honest thoughts in the comments section below. Ride safely, and we will see you in the next video.